Hey, everybody, thanks for listening. I'm in my new podcast studio today, the sunroom of the house my wife and I just bought. We bought this house for the podcast studio space, and it's nice because the podcast studio basically comes with the house, like a bedroom, so I can stay the night every night at the podcast studio where I like to record, so it's nice. Uh, I'm blessed to have a house. Not a lot of people can afford a house. I'm very lucky, but it is a lot of work because, you got to do like weekly stuff and daily stuff, like mowing the lawn, dishes, laundry. But then you got to do like stuff for like the house, like build stuff, fix stuff, change the lock. So it's been like a hectic, like 2 to 3 weeks, like moving. Oh my gosh. Every time when I would move, I thought something was like empty and like I got this room done. There was more stuff in there in my head. I'm like, oh, there's only like three things in there, but then there's more like 20, and it's kept happening and happening. And we're giving stuff to people who could use it. We were donating it to the Goodwill. I do not like the Goodwill, but like I just don't want to go to waste. So I was like, I'll give it to the Greed Will. And then like I don't know, just throwing garbage away, just because we lived in an apartment for almost 5 years, and so we accumulated a lot of stuff. Hopefully, this is our forever home, but because I don't want to ever move again, and if we're here for 20 years, decide to move, all the stuff that would have accumulated by then would be a nightmare. But this is a really nice podcast studio slash house, so I think we're going to keep it for a long time. I've been mowing the lawn in my house, and I use a push mower, but at work, I drive a zero turn. Mowing grass with a zero turn is like taming a majestic wild horse. It's just beautiful. It's like freeing. It's like you're floating on a cloud. It's awesome. Using your zero turn is probably one of the best things. It's just so freeing. It's fun. The wind's in your face, and you're just not a care in the world except you don't hit something or get the mower stuck. But it's beautiful. It's a great thing. It's very fun. I suggest if you don't have like a lawn, buy a zero turn or rent one and just start cutting people's grass or cut a field somewhere randomly. I don't think people will care. Just cut a field randomly. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna be like, oh, you can't do that. And if they do, they call the cops and you just go to the other field. Just mow a field. Just get a zero turn, mow a field, borrow a buddy's zero turn. I love them. They're awesome to drive. They're very fun. So I recommend doing that. The house is coming together. We're having a party. I'm very excited for that. I bought a smoker. It's like a 40-inch smoker, Masterbuilt. I have a charcoal grill because I'm against propane grills. And so I got myself an electric smoker because I'm like, oh, I don't need like, a non-electric one because like I got the charcoal grill. So I do deserve like a break with that. Like I don't need everything to be, I almost said primitive, but like, what a way to be privileged where I'm like, oh yeah, a nice Weber charcoal grill with a vent, a place to clean the ashes, and a thermometer is primitive. So, but yeah, let's go with primitive because I can't think of a better word to say. So I want to go with an electric one where I get to just type in the degrees. I just feel like, if I might lose a lot of listeners from this, but the propane grill is good, but like, I don't know, it's just like cooking on the stove inside. Like a charcoal grill gets that smoke and you can still get a crust on things like you like. And I don't know, it's really good. You can also use like a charcoal grill as a like smoker because you can like put something and offset it. Like, you put the coals on this side of the grill, you have the cool end of the grill on this side, and then you put the meat on the cool side, and then you put the vent above the meat or whatever you're trying to cook. And then since it's not over the heat directly, the smoke comes over and comes up and almost smokes the meat. So that's always a good way to, like, if you don't have a smoker, can't afford one, you want to buy a charcoal grill. And there's some like really cheap ones like a Walmart or Meijer or even the Dollar General. And you could use that and you could like use that as a smoker in the meantime until you get one, or if you just want to be frugal with it. So that's something I do recommend. I'm not the biggest patriot, but it is nice seeing all these people from Europe and Asia coming from all around the world, enjoying America's food. I really love it. I saw something that was like all of the anti-American stuff. It's done now because people are going to Buc-ee's. They're going to Bass Pro Shops. They're going to Costco, and they're enjoying it. They're like, oh my gosh, all these portion sizes. The portion sizes are crazy. And it's good to see that, there's a lot wrong with America, but there's nice that there's like this little pocket of like hope and glimmer of all these people coming from around the world and eating American breakfast and eating Texas and Kansas City barbecue. It's nice. It's beautiful. They're coming. I saw a video of a woman she's like, how am I going to get all these American snacks back to Europe on the airplane? They love it, and I'm excited they love it. It's one of the only good things we got going on. There's a reason we're the fattest country in the world, and it's because our food's awful, but it tastes amazing. Like I had a snack before I recorded this. It was a chocolate coated vanilla ice cream bar with peanut butter and pretzel. There's so much like combinations. Like going through the ice cream aisle, there's like ice cream on both sides of the aisle now. There's not just like plain stuff anymore. There's always like cross branding with stuff and like snacks, for better or for worse. Like the worst one was, I didn't have it, but the Flaming Hot Mountain Dew. But there's like good stuff too, like Oreo. Oreo is like in everything. They cross branded with ice creams. They cross branded with Reese's. They did it with like ice cream cones. You can buy Oreo ice cream cones. It's amazing. I love it. I love all the options. And I guess like why a lot of companies have a lot of options, even if like the option is like for instance, like ketchup, like Heinz ketchup, and there might be like less sugar ketchup or no sugar ketchup or spicy ketchup or like pickle ketchup. There's like little bits of pickle in it. I guess what they're trying to do is they're having all these different products so they can take up as much shelf space as possible, which is like bad for monopolies, but I guess good for us in the short term because we get to try different things. But you can also just put your own pickles and ketchup, and it'd probably be better because the pickles would be fresh. Because ranch dressing is better at restaurants because they don't have to use shelf stable ingredients like you buy at the store. So that's why ranch is better at restaurants. I'm not a big ranch guy, even though I'm from the Midwest. I think it's awful. I like Italian dressing. I'll eat Italian dressing with carrots. I know people eat it with ranch, but I'm like, you can do this. You can eat this with any salad dressing you like. You can do a balsamic vinaigrette, a French, a Thousand Island. I also like the just different like foods, how they've changed. Like not Dijon mustard, honey mustard is a salad dressing. You tell people that and they look like you're crazy, but like no, it's like kind of like a '90s thing if I had to guess. But it's a salad dressing. But it became really popular with chicken fingers, like chicken tenders. So I just think that I just like watching how things are just different change. Like I remember like a decade ago now, maybe more, like I can't even speak. The avocado craze, like people were making like, oh my gosh, like we can eat these and we can put it on toast and eat it with burrito bowls and Mexican food. And it's awesome. And people like when you eat guacamole. And then remember like 2007, like the bacon craze, everyone's like, yeah, we love bacon, but we forgot it existed and we can do anything we want with this. And that's where you got maple stick glazed bacon donuts, and they're still a staple. They're still around. Not everything from that time stuck around. I'm not really too sure because I like bacon, but I don't know. I can't eat it a lot. I did a show yesterday at a campground, and it was awesome. I opened for this magician, Michael Mage. I suggest you check him out. He's a really great magician, nice guy, funny too. But like halfway through my set, I was just like, do my thing. And this guy comes up and hands me like a 16-ounce Bud Light can. And I don't drink, but I was like, oh, that's nice of him. I mean, that was still rude. But then I hold it and I'm like, it's warm and it's half full. It's half full because I look at things half full, not half empty because, I'm a positive person. But it was half full. And that was like rude as hell. I don't know why I even brought it up, but I was like, oh, that's my cousin Lonnie. He does that with me. He comes every show and does that. And I was like, that was like rude as hell. Like being a performer, like I should be disrespected by that. And it was disrespectful, but like so much stuff has happened to me like that like it just doesn't bother me anymore. It's just like, whatever. And like he didn't even heckle, but like I thought he was gonna be a problem the whole rest of the show, but he wasn't. He sat down, and I was like, that's like crazy. It wasn't even like a full beer. Like that's rude to interrupt someone with like but like people do, and people like it. Like, oh, thanks for the drink and whatever. I guess it's showing respect, but like half an open beer. It's like it was warm. Like how long has this been sitting outside for? But the show was great too because it was under a pavilion and it was at a campground, and like on both sides of the pavilion, people in golf carts came up on each side and sat, and their seats were the golf carts. And I made a joke opening up. I was like, I've walked people, and I've never had someone drive away. So I hope that I don't drive anyway. And I didn't. More people showed up, and I thought it was funny because it's just like they're just gonna have to throw it in reverse and then back up and get out of there. I think that would hurt more than someone just getting out and walking away. But I mean, also would have been cool if that would have happened. It's very funny. Just they back out. I had stomach problems because I have GERD and acid reflux, and I was moving, and I wasn't eating right. I mean, I never do, and I wasn't taking my stomach acid medication, and I had to go to the doctor because my stomach hurt for 5 days, and it's just like unbearable. And then I went to the doctor, and he tested me out, and he just told me he thinks that's what it is, and I see to eat healthier. I've been going to the gym. I started this week. It's good. Like people are talking about like PRs and personal records. I'm like, I'm here so I'm not out of breath when I don't tie my shoes. And I have a lot of fun going, just being around people. It's not too many people. I'll go to Planet Fitness because I just don't like all the rules and the vibe there. But like I like the gym I go to. It has some like older equipment in there, and it's a little dirty, which I like. And like everyone there is like nice, and everyone that worked there talked crap about Planet Fitness, which I thought was hilarious. And I'm not sure. I don't think Planet Fitness has dumbbells. And I like the dumbbells because I did like a dumbbell exercise workout routine today. I just took like a 15-pound dumbbell, and I did like probably like 8 to 10 exercises. I didn't want to like completely like kill myself doing stuff today, so I did like one set of 10 reps each. And then like when I did squats, I went up in weight to I think the 25-pound one. And then for rows, it was so easy with the 15-pound ones. I pulled up with the 20-pound ones. And I drank some water. And I went on the treadmill for like 42 minutes. And I walked over I walked and jogged like a total of 2 miles. Like my goal for the treadmill is to like, I ran a little bit too. I got up to 5 miles an hour, which isn't much, but it's better than nothing. My goal is to just stay on the treadmill and not stop. Like, so like if I'm going up to like, running, I'll go down to like a 1 or 2 miles an hour just to like, just to not stop, but just to cool down. And then I'll do like press the cool down button, and it'll be like 3 minutes or 4 or 5 minutes. And it's just like walking, and it generally goes down till it stops. But getting off the treadmill is like crazy. Like I feel like instead of bringing drunk driver simulators to schools, they should make you run on a treadmill for 30 minutes and then get off, because I felt so wobbly, like I was going to fall over. I almost got into 2 accidents leaving the parking lot. I'm really excited. The ticket links are up at imposters.com. On August 14th, I'm shooting a comedy special, and it should be fun. I'm having a lot of my friends open for me, like Bill Squire, Cam Godfrey, Mike Schrenk. It's going to be really fun. I suggest you come. It's going to be a good time. It's just what a way to cap off doing a decade of comedy. And also, I'm turning 30 on the 12th, so I was like, like I don't want to do a 30th birthday party, but like why not a 30th special recording? And I'll probably do one on my 40th, 50th, and 60th, and 70th, and 80th. So I'll have specials, every decade, maybe. That'd be cool. Just the decade of special. That's why I'm exercising, so I can live long enough to keep doing a special every decade. So keep looking out for that when I'm 80. So that should be a good one. It should be fun. Tickets are selling fast is what I have to say. I think they are. People are about tickets. So yeah, it'd be cool if you came out. I'll say hello, and it'll be a fun time. I may do a couple like Would You Rathers, maybe a few. I did some on the last podcast, and I really enjoyed doing them. I don't know, I might do some simple ones. But would you rather have a lizard or a hamster? Now everyone's like cat or dog, but how about a lizard or a hamster? I think I'd go with the hamster personally because I feel bad for lizards because they're in such like a small like aquarium type thing that it just wouldn't. It just seems like almost inhumane. I don't want to talk crap about people that have reptiles. I just don't know. It just seems like they should have more space. But a hamster, you get them tubes and stuff, and you can get them like bigger cages, and they get them on a wheel. I guess the balls, the hamster balls are bad for them. Even though it's cute watching them roll around in a room, I guess that's bad for them. They don't like them. But there's more options with hamsters. And two, you don't have to worry too much about the temperature, I believe, as a lizard. And you don't have to get like a light. And you don't have to worry about getting a light. And I'm not really sure what lizards eat, but I know you can just buy hamster food. I don't know if you can buy just lizard food. Like a snake, you can't buy snake food. You buy like alive animals like mice. All right. Would you rather have a cat or a dog? Me personally, I'm lazy, so I like having a cat. We have like an automatic feeder, litter robot. I'll take his litter out like once or twice a week. I play with them, but playing with them is like sitting down and playing with the wand and a feather, because that's one of the only toys my cat likes. He'll play with garbage. And like hair ties and chip clips, but like he really likes a feather on a pole, and they get done playing quick, and then you just like relax and lay down with them. Lay down, that ain't even downside, but cats do what they want. Like a dog, you'd be like, oh, come over here and lay with me, but a cat, they decide when they want to lay with you. Like I met a cat that doesn't like being petted, but wants you to stick your hand out and the cat rubs its head on you. So cats are very particular, which is also, I think, is funny. But I don't have hand dogs. I think dogs are great. I'm just like, it suits my lifestyle more to have a cat, especially like doing comedy and stuff, like if I'm like driving an hour for a gig, I'd feel bad having a dog and then just like making him wait to go to the restroom. It's just like, it'd be selfish for me to have a dog. And then you can't even have a doggy door anymore because someone will come in your house and kill you. So, yeah, I'm a cat guy. Would you rather spend a Sunday afternoon going to a natural history museum or going to a professional baseball game? For me, even though the food's better at professional baseball games, and you guys know how much I love food, I'm probably going to go to the Natural History Museum. One, you walk around, you don't have to be antsy, just sitting there. But I feel like there's more talking and catching up at a baseball game, but it's also like really cramped, and you have to watch the action. But at a natural history museum, you go your own pace, walk around, see cool different stuff, be in climate control. I'm an outside person, but if you're not, that's like one of the upsides of doing the natural history museum. And I like learning new things I'll forget the next day. One time I went to a natural history museum in Chicago, and it was like all right. And like I don't, you guys know me, I don't mind like kids being in public spaces, even though a lot of people do. My problem is like the parents, because we were at this like natural history museum, like doing ancient stuff, and the kids were like 8, and the mom was like, "You guys see that? That's a boat." It's just like they know it's a boat. Like you're not teaching them anything. Like if you walked up and said, "Oh, this is the boat that so and so did this and that," and not, "Oh, look at this. This is the tomb of this emperor or king, and they did this." And no, it's like, "Oh, it's a boat," So it's just like, no, don't say the most obvious things, please. Would you rather be rich and financially set for life, but everyone you care about dies? Or would you rather die and everyone you care about is financially set and rich? I'd probably have to go with the second one. Because like if everyone I know cared and died, it's just like, what's the point of having all the stuff? But I know secretly there's some people that would say that, but like, no, I'd take the money. I get it. If you're okay with just being alone or having to find new people, I get it. But I just couldn't leave the people I care about behind. I guess so. if you care about people that were bad, that would be good if you kept the money because that means bad people would die. But that's the only reason I keep the money. But for the most part, the people I care about are good people. There's some bad people I care about, but no one's perfect. All right, everybody. I really appreciate you listening to this episode of Podcasting by Brett Thomas. Just please continue to support the channel and like and share like clips I post. It really helps and comment. I really appreciate it. And you can always message me if you're having a hard time with life and stuff, and I'll try to get back to you because you guys are good people. All right. I love you. Have a good rest of your day.